Hey, sixth grade, welcome back. We are in the very final steps of our ebook unit, and I wanted to kind of just go over where we're headed for the end of the year. So, if you want to look at the sixth grade monthly calendar, I wanted to share that it's linked there. And today we are going to go over revising. This is our research writing session 12. We'll go over that. On Friday, I'm going to be giving the lesson on how to present your ebook on Flipgrid, and that will be due on June 1st. So that lesson is going to happen on Friday, but I want that completed by Monday. You will have a letter to your future self. I'll give instructions to do that. Normally, we do handwritten letters in class. I keep them. And then on your very last days of eighth grade, I hand them back to you or I mail them to you. And it's a really cool experience. I do it every year with my sixth graders, and that's not going to change. So I'll tell you how that'll happen on June 1st. And then our June 8th is our last day of language and literature. You will have a blog post about the best book of sixth grade, and I'll tell you more about that on June 8th. Okay, so today is all about revising. And I don't have a slideshow for you. Under session 12, your revising and final touches, you are going to review this rubric. You're going to go through your ebook and make sure, do you have an introduction for your chapters? Each chapter, 1 through 4, has some type of hook. Okay? You use transitions in each chapter. Do you have a conclusion for each chapter, which is really you're restating your important facts with a final insight? Do you have subheadings and text features in each chapter? Do your topic sentences relate to what you're talking about? Do you have a variety of information, pieces of facts, statistics, anecdotes, everything like that? You have text features. I am looking for a glossary with your vocab words and you explain those terms. And then if you see these conventions are worth 2 points each, which is really saying your quotations are cited correctly and you have a works cited. You are punctuating and capitalizing the titles of articles, books, whatever references you're using. Your words are spelled correctly and you're using a variety of sentences, which was one of our sessions. To go over that, I wanted to just kind of go over introductions and conclusions. You hook your reader by giving some type of fact, engaging quote, shocking statistic. Maybe you want to do some type of imagery where you're being really descriptive. You should end your chapters again with restating the important ideas, maybe a call to action for your reader to get involved in the issue. Just to go over adding quotes, because I know that this is something that we've gone over in class and it is a requirement on your rubric. One, we have to use quotes not only to quote somebody that we're talking about to kind of bring them to life in the sense of getting an understanding of who they are or what they say about whatever it is they're standing up for, but it also gives credibility to your writing. So when you're sharing facts about animal abandonment or child labor and it's only you talking, it's not very credible. But when you're quoting some type of research article, text, whatever it is, it kind of gives credibility to your writing because you're saying this is true in many facets and here's a reference from something that's a trusted site, right? It could be to highlight a piece of information and to kind of reinforce a central idea. We know that we should use these lead-ins, which are really transition phrases of saying according to whatever website you're using, and then you quote it. Or you could show why it's important, right? This quote is important because this revealing statement highlights. Those are all really good transition phrases that you should be using. We have these transition phrases linked in our ebook assignment. Please review them and make sure that you're including them. These are examples. Many countries do not spend their money on education, even though the cost is minimal, according to the Global Citizen. And then you see a comma and a quote, and they end it right here. We know that we're doing in-text citations. where you're saying according to, or you're going to say, you want to do it in quotations like, or excuse me, in parentheses like this, where you put the author's last name. We've gone over the rubric and that. We've gone over the ebook examples with text features. One final thought is your works cited page. If you want to use easybib.com to format those sites, or because we're not in class together, as long as you drop the websites that you got information from on your works cited page, I'm fine with that. If you have questions on how to do that, please email me and I can give you some one-on-one tips or assistance. Okay, so review this rubric, revise your ebook. Again, don't turn in your ebook just yet because you'll need to use it for our next session on Friday. But today is all about revision. If you feel like you still need to bulk up your chapters or add in text features, today's a great day for that as well. If you have any questions, again, please do not hesitate to email me. You can also hop on my office hours from Wednesday, 11 to 12, and then I'll add one today or next on the Friday, excuse me, from 11 to 12 as well. If you have any questions, reach out. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.